Good morning, Braves. I'm Adrian Langaster, and I have with me a special guest, Miss Orishack. Now, today, I'm just bringing her in so she can introduce herself and explain a little bit about what she does. Now, leading off of that, could you tell us what do you do?
Yes, so I am Mrs. Orishack. I am the speech therapist here at Indian River High School and also Indian River Middle. So I work with students that have language needs, so maybe they can't express themselves or they can't understand things, have trouble with pronouncing words, so maybe you can't understand what they're saying, students who stutter, and then students who have trouble with social skills.
That sounds so important because honestly, speech is probably one of the most things that people need. I mean, you can't go out in the world if you can't communicate.
Yeah,
now,
absolutely.
Could you shift on the topic of why it's so important that students here, especially in River, should learn, should ask you questions, should honestly just get help?
Yeah, so it's so important to be able to communicate your wants and needs. You know, we want to make sure that students are able to tell us what they want to do, what they need, if they're feeling pain, if they're feeling discomfort. Those are some critical skills that we want to make sure that our students are able to do. So I work with our CrossCat students, so they have maybe some significant needs and they're having trouble expressing themselves. So we use verbal language, we use signs or gestures, and we also use what's called a communication device, so maybe like an iPad, and they can point to things that will say something in response to it.
That's so beneficial. I'm glad you really get our students the help that they need. Like I said, communication is something that everyone needs. Now, last but not least, could you explain how a person like you gets in your field of work?
Yeah, so I got interested in speech therapy when I was in high school. I worked at a daycare and there was a speech therapist who came in, so that was how I got introduced. I did 4 years of undergrad, 2 years of grad school, and then 9 months of what's called a clinical fellowship. So I worked under the supervision of a licensed speech therapist, and then you get full licensure. So it's kind of a lot of education, but it's really important. And also to say May is Speech and Hearing Month, so make sure to spend the time advocating for your friends that need help with communication, taking time to listen to others and not rush things, or we don't want to make fun of people for any differences in their communication.
I just want to say thank you so much for pursuing your career, because what you do is so beneficial to all students. Well, thank you so much. That was Ms. Orishack. I'm Adrian Langaster, and please make sure to email her to get the help that you need or support a friend. Well, Braves, Braves is who we are, and
Rise is what we do.